Hey YouTube, it's Weird Paul. It's time once again for my monthly thrift store score video, and today we'll take a look at my thrift store haul from March of 2018. Let's start off with books and magazines. I got the 1984 Scholastic paperback TV Now Stars and Shows. This was the era of Mr. T, Webster, Music Television, and The Night Riders. I got another Dungeons & Dragons Endless Quest book as I continue my endless quest to collect them all. I also found the Chipmunk's Cruise, where the mischievous Alvin helps a man in drag steal a load of jewelry. I grabbed another old Peanuts paperback, Jogging is In, Snoopy, and a 1974 Tom and Jerry comic with an ad that entices you to blow yourself up. I got a 1991 issue of The New Warriors and a 1994 issue of X Factor, both Marvel publications. Speaking of which, for a quarter, I got 5 fabulous decades of the world's greatest comics, a sweet coffee table book with tons to look at. And another 25 cents well spent, Superman Sunday Classics contains 3 years' worth of the Man of Steel in his early newspaper days. I had to grab this special issue of Rolling Stone with their list of the 50 greatest concerts from the last 50 years. And we got a couple classics here from 1990. This ish of Teen Beat has a special sneak preview of the Fred Savage movie The Wizard. And this hot mag compares Corey to Corey, reveals that John Bon Jovi is not wearing anything, and even gives some space to Camper Van Beethoven. And finally, if you were a desperate kids book publisher in 1985, wouldn't you have ripped off the Transformers? Robot Changer really has to be seen to be believed, but I assure you, it exists. And if you'd like to hear me read this to you, well, you better make sure you're getting notified when I upload videos. Alright then, let's move on to the category of miscellaneous. I found a couple of old grocery items. It's been a long time since Safeguard soap used this kind of packaging, and at least as long since Bayer aspirin came in a little metal tin. It still has the pills inside. Found a Kellogg's 1995 Snap Crackle Pop Bowl to eat my cereal out of. But I was more excited about this 1970 Goofy Grape Mug from Pillsbury's Funny Face Drink Mix. I drank out of one of these as a kid. I also found some Robin Hood Flour Homemakers Club stamps. These are from 1959, and you could redeem them for aluminum ware. From the 60s, here's a form to get an Apollo LM moon landing craft model for only 10 cents. And from the 70s, a little booklet where Cookie Monster shows you how to make cookies, and a Wilton manual on making cakes that look like Looney Tunes characters. I was super excited to find this little jungle decal. Why? Because it's a 1978 Burgerilla stick-on from Burger Chef. I also got some money stickers and this Red Heart Fairy vinyl decal. I got some patches from West Virginia State Parks, the U.S. Ski Team, the Carnegie Science Center, this Lowe's Hulk patch, and I love bad kitties. I got a 1996 Atlanta Olympics rowing commemorative medallion and keychains of a weird Einstein sort of Garfield and a flashing orange skull. And magnets from the Dominican Republic and Alcatraz. 28 matchbooks. Many are from various casinos, and some are from restaurants and businesses. This huge matchbox is from the Louvre Museum in France, and this one doesn't have matches. It's got toothpicks inside.
That is wild.
I got some vintage postcards from around San Antonio, Texas. One from Falling Water and one from Mount Fuji. Some unchewed bubblegum from the Sanrio shop, and some animation film from the Ghibli Museum in Japan. Here's an old 2009 Walt Disney Key to the World, and I got a little Space Mountain souvenir photo viewer. I got 26 slides, mostly art and architecture, with a couple of laundromat ones thrown in. I got this vintage Be My Honey pad of notepaper, lots of bee-related puns in here, and this vintage invitation that has a reel-to-reel recorder with records lying on it. That makes no sense. I found a newspaper from January of 1963. The cartoons include Abby and Slats and Dottie Dripple. There's an article on the then current show The Twilight Zone, and the 3 a.m. burlesque show was the Milkman's Matinee Fun Jamboree. Ooh, how kinky. And I found a girl's master plan for her middle school crush. She isn't going to break up with him, pretend like she doesn't care, or stop talking to him. But she is going to flirt and act sexy with the other guy. She's going to dress sexy tomorrow and make him jealous with a capital J. Let's move on now to my video finds. I got one VHS tape on the media label, the 1988 Helen Slater movie Sticky Fingers. Looks like a good time. And I got one Blu-ray, Sex and the City. Plus, I got 17 DVDs. Sherlock Holmes, Bulldog Drummond, You Bet Your Life, Superhero Movie, Alfie, The Unborn, Tales of the Kama Sutra, Dead Silent, Something's Gotta Give, Follow That Bird, Pokemon Forever and Pokemon Heroes, Spectacular Spider-Man Volume 4, Discs 3 and 4 only of Scooby-Doo Where Are You Season 1 and 2, The Hollywood Knights, Harry and the Hendersons, and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. This DVD came in a little envelope and appears to have been a giveaway from Pizza Hut.
Excellent!
This Video 8 cassette is just a preschool Christmas pageant, not too exciting. This VHS-C cassette is pretty great though. We've got someone's footage of Christmas and New Year's Eve 2004, plus live bedroom practice footage of an emo band. That rocks, and brings us to this month's audio scores. Vinyl is represented by a couple 45 picture sleeves, John Travolta's Letter In, and Stand Up / Victory by Joey G and the Brick Alley Band. Joey G is Pittsburgh's own Joe Grishecki, and the executive producer of this record was United Steelworkers of America. I got a few cassettes, Yes's Big Generator, the soundtrack from 1988's TV special The Claymation Christmas Celebration, and yeah, the single of Weird Al's Amish Paradise. Plus, I found this old school mixtape by Dirty Dave, the fattest in the world. What's up, G-Mob? I'm Dirty Dave. I worked my ass off making this music, but we still haven't made it big yet.
Damn!
And I got 18 CDs. I found this 2002 CD by the San Diego band Just a Joke. It's not really that bad though, not really that good either. I got this 1980s music comp Alterno Days, the soundtrack of So I Married an Axe Murderer, plus Johnny Cash and Willie Nelson, Steve Key, Phil Collins, Chicago, Journey, Pointer Sisters, Daryl Hall and John Oates, Ice House, Erasure, Tin Machine, Y&T, Blur, Cameo, and 2 CD singles by Prince. But I also found a couple classic 8-tracks. Here's an album that was meant to be owned on 8-track, AC/DC's Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Hooah! And I found this party tape, Gene Tracy's Truck Stop No. 5 in England.
And a guy came in damn near crying. And the innkeeper said to I say, what's wrong? I said, I've been trying to get this here song published for 3 years now, and I can't get me song published. I don't see why you can't get it published. I said, what do you call that song? He said, I call it, I love you so much I could.
Okay, let's just finish up now with toys and games. For PlayStation 2, I got Showdown, Legends of Wrestling, DDR Max, Dance Dance Revolution, and Fantastic Four. I got a GameCube memory card, a Nintendo DS game case, an off-brand NES controller, a Wii steering wheel, and a PowerLink cable to connect Game Boys for multiplayer gaming. I found this Mew Poke-ROM PC game from the year 2000, and I was thrilled to find a complete copy of Jurassic Park for Sega Genesis. Genesis games aren't easy to find. And now for the Game Boy Advance Sp story. One week at the thrift store, I found this Game Boy Advance Sp. It had a Dora the Explorer video cartridge stuck in it, but I got it out after a while. But I had no way to charge this to see if it worked. The next week at the same thrift store, I found this charger. I plugged it in and turned it on. Sweet! And then the next week at the same thrift store, I found the game Pitfall: The Mayan Adventure complete in the box. Total paid for system, charger, and game, 75 cents. I got a whoopee cushion, a couple of Strawberry Shortcake and Friends Play-Doh molds, and this fidget spinner. A year ago, people were paying big bucks for these. Now I'm paying 15 cents. I got some trading cards. A still sealed 12-count box of NBA Hoops Collectables cards, a couple 1980 Topps baseball cards, and a 1980 Topps oversized football card. I never had any O-Pee-Chee cards. Now I have two hockey cards from 1990. This card came from Post Cereal the same year, and these disc cards were in loaves of Schwabel's bread in 1996. The same year that these lenticular cards are from. This one changes to an image of the player drinking Gatorade. I got some Sports Illustrated Kids cards, a Fleer Team logo sticker, a couple Upper Deck comic ball cards, two Team Vans cards, and a Pinnacle Studs Protector card. Whatever that is. I got a Dice Masters card, 4 My Little Pony cards, 5 Adventure Time cards, 3 Magic cards, 8 Skylanders cards and stickers, a Ninjago card, a Club Penguin card, 2 Golden Groundhog cards, 1 Pocket Monsters card, 7 Pokemon cards, and 10 nifty Doctor Who gaming cards. I found a bunch of 1993 Panini Barbie stickers. They're all in French. And a pack of 1990 Happy Birthday Bug stickers, also from Panini. I got a bunch of assorted Marvel Comics cards, 9 Pittsburgh Jazz Legends cards, a Hot Wheels sticker, a 1985 Hello Kitty card, a 1989 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sticker, a Nintendo Power Club card from 1987, a Janet Jackson music card, and 4 Yo MTV Raps cards. Word! I got a pack of Looney Tunes playing cards, all of my favorite characters, and a set of Slayer's anime playing cards. Each card has a different image. And I found 1 Final Fantasy X2 playing card. I found an old Teddy Ruxpin cassette. Maybe one day I'll have the bear to play it in. And I found 2 tapes to use with my 2XL robot.
What is the most common disease in the world? A, the common cold. B, gum disease. Or C, brain warts. Please press my cute little buttons, A, B, or C, now. I have bad news and I have bad news. The bad news is you are wrong. And the bad news is give yourself 0 points.
As usual, I got a bunch of small toys and figures. I got 11 Fisher-Price people, including an Ernie, plus a picnic bench, playpen, boat, suitcase, a little plane, and the classic helicopter. I got a Crazy Bone, a Mighty Bean, an Alien, a Micro Machine, 6 Squinkies, 20 trash packs, 5 astronauts, a Donald Duck and a Dale, a 1992 Cabbage Patch Kid ballerina, 2 1987 California Raisins, and 3 1976 Playskool Richard Scarry figures. This guy is sort of like an air raider, but I don't think it is one. It's some kind of knockoff. And this guy, well, I think he just wishes that he was a famous Nintendo plumber. What a poser! And now it's time for the finds of the month. I found some Bugs Bunny related food packaging from the early 90s. Bugs Bunny graham cookies were little treats in the shape of Looney Tunes characters. I found a couple of Looney Tunes all-natural fruit juice drink boxes. All of these are empty, FYI. 2 packages from Brock's Bugs Bunny and Friends solid real milk chocolate candy. And finally, the pride of the packages, a box from a 1990 Tyson Looney Tunes Bugs Bunny Chicken Chunks meal. These meals came in 8 different varieties, each featuring a different Looney Tunes character. I got everything that you saw in this video for about $15. I hope that you enjoyed seeing my thrift store haul from March of 2018. And if you did, don't forget to click on that like button down below. I'll see you soon with more memories. Thanks, YouTube.